Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us on our last Ask Us Anything of 2024.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Where did this year go, huh? Amazing.
I think they're all just going to keep going faster.
Hey, slow it down. Slow it down. You got to get some space. This is great. This is the big week for us because on Wednesday, our RV community goes private and ad-free with lots of new perks, including a new Mastering the RV course. We've been sending out emails. We'll send out some more. We're posting it because realistically, a lot of people don't check their email, and we just want to get the word out. But come New Year's Eve, late New Year's Eve, we'll switch over. You can be a part of it all right now and not miss a thing. Just go to rvcommunity.com. And if you have not yet joined, we invite you to come become a part of this. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to devote a lot more of our time and energy into the community. We'll still be doing everything else, but we have so many perks lined up, 20 different spaces about RV subjects, no censorship, easy to find. You'll make friends. Please think about joining. We got 3 different plans. It starts for about the cost of a cup of coffee a month. So we would love to see you over there. If you are an existing member and have not come into the new plan, you can do so too. We've been sending you stuff on the email. Check it. But we're really excited because New Year's Eve, it all happens, and we're pretty geeked on that. The weather here has been rain all day, heavy rain all day.
Yeah,
but
I can't
nasty,
believe it. All day. It is cold and damp
nasty weather. And I just want to bring up this one post from our member, Randy Dexter. This is he's way over there in North Carolina.
Good evening from North Carolina. Woke up to hear a freight train, and there are no trains near us.
It's a bad sign, Randy.
What I heard was a tornado going beside us, then heavy rain, all safe tonight.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you are okay and your family's doing well, but amazing weather. I mean, tornadoes and seriously strong winds. Tough.
Our son and his wife, 2 grandkids, they're at our condo in Florida, and they said the storms last night were just incredible.
But then they sent us a rub it in your eye, rub the sand in your eye picture of them in a beautiful sunny day with 70-degree temperatures and the sun shining today.
I'm glad they got a nice sunny day because I think it's been raining the rest of the days they've been there.
It has. Should I tell them about Bo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been talking about Bo. We've been feeding him this nationally advertised dog food. Now, I did a check on it when I ordered it because it was talking about healthy food, good food for your dog, human grade food, all that stuff, and had great reviews. I didn't dig deep enough, though, because Bo started acting weird the last couple of days. And we believe that he has pancreatitis. We recognize the symptoms our previous dog had. We took him off that food this morning and immediately he turned around.
Yeah, he's doing much, much better. But last night, he had a rough night. He had
a really rough night. And of course, there were some emergency vets somewhere. I tried to call them and we couldn't get an answer and we were going to go in. But so if you are somebody who follows everything we say and you heard me talking about that food, I don't think I ever mentioned the name of the brand. But
I think you did, but we're not going to mention it again.
Well, they can guess it because that's the one you see all the time.
All the time.
And I withdraw my endorsement of that. They're not a sponsor or anything. They're just, we pay. It's a very expensive food for the dogs, but we were really worried about him.
Yeah, he was not in good shape, and he's kind of been going downhill the last several days.
He's been on that stuff for about 2 months. Mm-hmm. So the reason pancreatitis is caused by too much fat in the food, and it's a very painful thing for dogs. And we learned this from a vet. The scandal of dog food is that if you look at the label, it says fat minimum 16%. Well, that's the minimum. It doesn't say what the maximum is. And oftentimes the maximum is way, way more than a dog should handle. And anyway, so I wanted to get that out there. We're not going to be talking about that food anymore. I immediately canceled the subscription Bo had. Jennifer made some food today,
Mhm.
and we are going to probably do it that way. So,
Well, we boiled some chicken and made some rice and gave him some sweet potato.
and Bo is right there. Hey,
And
Bo, want to
he's
say
doing
hi?
remarkably better.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
instant turnaround. With
It
this
was a
good
long
food.
night last night.
Was
He was so miserable.
yeah. Okay, so we've caught you all up with what's happening with us. We're excited about New Year's. You might share what you guys are going to do New Year's. Anybody in their RV, all that stuff. Matthew Blau, Happy New Year.
Findlay, Ohio. We're familiar with Findlay, Ohio.
That was the first place we overnighted in our RV. We'll probably tell a story about that. And speaking of the story, by popular demand on the podcast that starts Wednesday, we are bringing back at the end of the podcast Mike and Jen's story time. So we'll tell you about it. And the one that we're going to talk about this week is our time with Jimmy Carter in Plains, Georgia. Jimmy Carter, of course, 49th or 39th
37th.
president.
I thought it was 37th,
37th,
but I could be wrong.
37th, 39th. Passed away at 100 years old today.
Mm.
And we had a chance. We were doing a story in Plains, Georgia, and ran into him. And we'll share some of that. And it was a fun story. But anyway, that's coming back. Barbara Langeway.
Only rain in Pinehurst. Didn't stop the golfers, though. I'm proud of those golfers.
Yep. Golfers are crazy people. Our friend Bradley Olson.
Greetings from Gallup and M.
New Mexico.
Yeah. On our snowbird journey to Casa Grande, Arizona till spring, loving the sunshine. Oh my, I bet you are enjoying that sunshine. What is that sun? I've heard rumors that there's such a thing as a sun.
Yeah, it's this big thing in the sky. I haven't seen it in a month.
Yeah, we haven't seen it for a long time.
Steve Egbert.
Hi from California, currently 61. We got exactly 1 inch of rain for December. Hope everyone with severe weather is safe.
I thought I read somewhere that they were getting one of those massive rainstorms up in the Pacific Northwest too that was supposed to come across the country. So Les Howard.
Hi from Southeast Michigan.
Damp Southeast Michigan he adds. Yes, it is. Very, very much so.
Boy, rain all day long. That's unusual.
Hey, Chris Mondo Biondo. He is the guy on the RVcommunity.com who keeps us keeps the RV weather for RVers space up to date. And he's been watching and monitoring all these storms. If you're ever traveling someplace or you're camping someplace, and you really that's another reason to be in the community, because Chris really has kept that up well for us. Good to see you, Chris. Michelle Bikey.
Still raining here in Rockford, Michigan. What an extremely dreary day in Michigan. That it was. When I got up this morning, it was so dark out.
And it started to rain right about sunup, and it's still really raining.
Still
heavily.
raining.
Yeah. If it was snow, it'd be something else. Hey, road trip buddy, you missed
spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs today. Happy New Year to you, friend.
Yes.
Yep. Keith Hankins.
Have you ever gone camping at Young State Park in Boyne City, Michigan?
I don't know if we've been camping there, but we've been up through that area, and our spring rally gathering, our RV Lifestyle Spring Rally Gathering, will be not too far from there, right near the Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes National Park, National Lakeshore. But I don't think we've ever camped at Young State Park. We tend to go just a couple miles away from there. Platte River is our favorite place up in that area, Keith.
So have you camped there? Are you planning on camping there? Are you excited about it?
Yeah, we know Boyne City. We bought one of our dogs from Boyne City some years ago.
Yeah.
Les Howard?
Apparently dogs like and do well on pumpkin. Hope Bo is feeling great soon. Thank you, Les. And we forgot to buy pumpkin when we went to the store today.
Yeah.
I gave him some sweet potato. I had that in the house, but pumpkin.
Pumpkin, sweet potato, rice. Those are the things boiled chicken.
Yeah, boiled chicken.
That's what they recommend. That's what we gave him. Hi, Randy Dodson.
Hello from Ashland City, Tennessee.
I like Ashland City, Tennessee. Johnny Lightning.
My plans for New Year's is to stay off the road and be safe. Good planning.
Yeah. What do they used to call it? Amateur night, but I don't know. Do people still get wacky drunk on New Year's Eve? I don't know. Somebody told me that the biggest party night of the year is actually the Wednesday before Thanksgiving now, for some reason. I don't know why, but that's what they say.
I've often thought it's because people have to be with family, maybe they don't want to be with the in-laws. I don't know, but it just seems like when families come together, there's no choice except to come together. Not everybody has the,
Maybe, maybe that's it. I don't know, but be safe out there. What time are you all going to go to? I'll ask everybody on our afterglow, because I remind you, we're doing an afterglow as we usually do on Sunday nights in our RV community. And the question I'm going to ask you all in the community then is, what time do you go to bed on New Year's Eve? And I'm half tempted to do a New Year's Eve countdown live stream on the community, but I'd have to be talked into that. So, and besides, I don't know if we can stay up that late. Keith Hankins?
I'm not far from Sleeping Bears Dunes. I'm from Boyne City, born Petoskey, live in Cadillac now. Well, Cadillac's nice too.
Yes, Lake Mitchell, Cadillac. Cadillac has a great state park. We've been there many times. We love Cadillac. We very seriously thought about moving to Cadillac near that lake. Love Lake Mitchell. Thanks, Keith. Glad to have you with us tonight. Suzanne Weiss.
Great weekend in Nebraska, mid-50s, but really reality sets in tomorrow, back to the 30s. Some rain and maybe a little snow.
Yeah, that's coming here. It's supposed to hit where we are in Southwest Michigan come the end of right after New Year's, I think Thursday.
I was sitting in our office and I looked out the window and I said, Mike, is that turning to snow? But the drops were so big.
Raindrops.
It looked like a little bit like snow.
Yeah, it really did. Yep. Matthew Blau.
I looked at the mic radio. They are sold out.
That's the one that I just did the review on our YouTube channel on. Yes, they'll have it back again. It was sold out when they first came out, and then I looked one day, it was sold out. I looked the next day, and you could order it, and I ordered it, and I had it like 3 days later. But they'll have it back again. It's been really amazingly popular. It's a cool radio, two-way device. Take a look. Those of you who wonder what we're talking about, it's a two-way radio, and I'm going to use it a lot as we drive around in the RV and camp. And I did a review on it yesterday and a demo on it on our YouTube channel. Thank you, Matthew, for jumping in. Johnny Lightning.
If you want a review of a Michigan state park, the Trekkers on YouTube did a review of every Michigan state park a few years ago.
Yeah, that was what Ari and Jesse wanted to, that was their goal, to visit every one of the state parks. And they did that. It was great.
Now they're going to have to do it again because they're changing.
Yeah, they're all getting fixed up and changed. I think they should go do the Wisconsin state parks and then Minnesota. There's so many. State parks are great. They really are. Keith Hankins.
Yeah, I've been traveling from Phoenix, Arizona to Ohio. Then I'll be home late Monday night.
Oh my, that's a lot of driving. Well, glad you're heading where you need to be, Keith. And stay safe out there.
Okay, Les Howard, do you have a ham license for the mic?
Yeah, you need actually, no, technically, no. You can talk on the servers that the mic manufacturer maintains. And if somebody else has the same radio and use those servers, you can use it as a walkie-talkie. So you don't need it, but there's other ways to do that. I would not recommend it for just that. But for ham radio, yes, you do. It works off of the UHF, VHF internet connection through the Fusion radio system, the ASU system Fusion. Ham radio guys know what I'm talking about. But you need a license, and it's not a hard license to get. The technician license for amateur radio, everybody in an RV should have one of those. You can study online. You can, just a few hours, you can get this license. And then you have all sorts of cool stuff, you can talk all over the world, or you have reliable communications. I mean, you don't see all my radios here, but this is the mic for one of them. And I guess I can show some of them. This is the one that's on for Fusion radio. This one right here. This is
called for the night 15-mile ride along the shores of Chicago Lake.
that's somebody in New York State Chautauqua Lake. So this has been a hobby I've had since I was a little kid, really. So anyway, don't get me going. I'll bore you all to death.
Every time I look, it's like there's new equipment.
No, I've had all this for a long time.
It looks different.
Just because I organized it better.
Ah,
Inka Schultz.
question. Wondering if bear bells are worth it or are they a gimmick? Bear bells tell the bears, here I am.
They are a dinner
Here I
bell.
am.
For a bear. Food's coming. Don't get bear bells. They are a gimmick. No, you're better off. If you're in bear country, Inka, you need to have bear spray.
Shout, yell, but don't ring the bell.
And there is a big difference between grizzly bears and black bears, grizzly and brown bears and black bears. But we've got a lot on the RV Lifestyle blog about all of that. But we have run into them both out in the wilderness. Fortunately, not too close to grizzlies, but we've come face to face with a
mama
black bear and her mama cub, and
they were very nice.
they were very nice to us. Do I have it down here? Where's that picture of my black bear, the little cub?
It's in the RV.
Oh, it's in the RV. I have to show it. And we'll be doing, we hit the road in a couple of weeks. Somebody remind me to show you the bear picture.
It was the cutest little bear. He was eating his berries. He was looking at us. And
Yeah,
he's like, I'm not
kinda
giving up
eating the
these
berry,
berries.
yeah.
These are
But I
really
mean,
good.
Yeah, we were walking. That'll be one of our story times. It was great.
How the hippopotamus crossed the road. See the giraffe.
All right, we'll tell the story now.
No,
So we're walking. This is at Glacier, and it was a really nice hike. And I'm loaded up with camera, and I mean, we're having a conversation about and literally 5 feet in front of us, the bush parts, and out comes a mama bear and her cub right behind him, and they were both wet. They had just been down in the creek that we were paralleling on this hiking trail. And I mean, we couldn't back. They were right there. So we're looking at this, and I'm thinking two things. One, I'll get in front of it from Jennifer, and two, how do I get a picture?
I bet he was thinking, how do I get a picture?
Oh,
It's
Jennifer
up to Jennifer to stand behind me.
So Jennifer then says, as calmly as can be, "Go ahead." What did you?
I just said, why some of the hippopotamus crosses the road to see the giraffe or something.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, that's not a hippopotamus. She must be scared. But she had heard, as we had been instructed, when you see a bear, just talk calmly and let them know you're there. And don't be making sudden moves. And we kind of stopped and backed up a little. And she just ran off in front of us, 15 feet in front of us, into the brush. And her cub went up a little blueberry bush right near us and was eating.
I thought I saw the bear and you didn't. That's why I made some noise.
I saw him. Anyway, Inka, I hope we answered your question, but bear bells, that's a dinner bell to bears. So
no bells.
That's the joke. Bear spray and just know, how to behave when you do encounter one.
In fact, when we first went to Alaska, we had a friend who bought us some big bells so we could walk through the woods, jingling the bells.
The locals just shake their head and say, yep, that's a dinner bell to the bears. So, yep. Keith Hankins.
I'm a truck driver. I have a 96-inch sleeper and a straight truck. So everywhere I go, it's like camping for me. Well, that does sound nice.
I've thought of that for truck drivers. Every time I pass one, I see those sleepers. I have not been in any of them, but I bet some of them are really nice. And I'm actually thinking I'd like to do a story at a truck stop sometime. And just, I don't know, Keith, you think people would let me do that? I think it'd be really great to see what the sleepers look like.
I think, it would be really fun if you would get a job and drive a big truck and have the sleeper.
I would like to go. We did that once. I did that once for the TV station I worked for many years ago. We did a long haul from Michigan to Georgia, but we kind of followed the guy. We rode with him a little bit, but just to show what a tough job it was. But I think that would be fun. I'd like to see what the sleepers are like. I just think it'd make, they're kind of like an RV, so let's show it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
a lot of people take dogs. We're seeing more and more dogs.
We're seeing
now.
more and more couples and people with dogs. Yeah. Les Howard.
I went backcountry camping in Alaska. The national parks put up a sign saying you could always tell bear scat as it had bells in it. That's the first we've ever heard that.
Bears get a bad rap, don't they?
I wouldn't want to be near a grizzly.
Yeah,
That's all
grizzlies
I gotta
are.
say.
Yeah, black bears too.
Yeah.
They're pretty big. Judy Payne.
Follow the UK clock for New Year's Eve.
Yes, we could do that. I think it's 5 hours ahead of us, so we could actually, we could do it right about now. Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
we could 7 o'clock is New Year's Eve. We could just, maybe that's probably when we'll do our switch over to the community.com.
The UK clock?
So Phyllis, you don't have to stay up until Phyllis is monitoring all this is helping us with the questions. Phyllis, you don't have to stay up till midnight. We'll just do the switch at 7 o'clock UK time or midnight UK time. That'd be fun.
Pick whatever country you want.
RV Lifestyle.
Okay, tell us a bit about the Florida Supershow.
Well, this is our annual expedition
Mhm.
to Tampa, Florida, the RV Supershow.
There's always a competition between Florida and Hershey as to which show is the larger of the two. And why we like the Florida show is that it's nice weather. That's
Florida,
a big thing.
January, 70 degrees. You tell me. Yeah.
Right. But I love Hershey. I think Hershey's great. But as far as for us, it's so convenient because we can camp right next to the show. So that cuts out a lot of confusion and everything. It's a big, huge show. They have like circus acts that wander all over the grounds. And they have what I would call it carnival food that you can eat. There's just this happiness in the air as you walk around at that show.
Public dates for the Florida Supershow are January 15th through the 19th. And we are doing, that's a Wednesday through a Sunday. We are doing meet and greets Thursday and Friday at 1 o'clock at the show. And we will be at the Keystone, Montana display, which is booth 770. It's on the events page at RV Community for those of you who can get in there and look at it. And I think we'll be mentioning it in the podcast on Wednesday as well. Wednesday's podcast, we always try to tell you on Sunday what we're going to do. We're going to talk about our travel plans for 2025 and our, I hate to use the word New Year resolutions, but our goals. You can call them resolutions. We'll talk about that on the
I like the
Wednesday
word
post.
goals.
Yeah. Yeah. Resolutions sound like it's something. Goals are they just sound more substantial. Helen Newsom.
Hello from Lafayette, Georgia, and Happy New Year. Safe travels.
And to you as
You
well.
and everybody up there.
Yep. I wonder how many of you guys are out on the road. Just a quick reminder again, we're going to do an afterglow on the community, rvcommunity.com. And that will go in just a couple minutes right after we close this down and move over to the community. If you've just tuned in, the rvcommunity.com is our online forum. It is a community. We have 20 plus different RV discussion groups devoted to everything from solo travelers and retirees to ham radio RVers to RV weather to troubleshooting, finding campgrounds, trip planning, all that stuff, many more. And we'll add more as well. We have starting on January 1st, we will have a brand new course, Mastering the RV Lifestyle. This is a very detailed course. We have several different modules. This first module is, I think, 12 different parts of it. And that is part of all the members get access to that. And you will, that is available as of the 1st, January 1 on Wednesday. And also on Wednesday for community members, we open up our first signups for our first rally, our gathering. We call them gatherings, but I think we're going to use the word rally now because people are more familiar with it. And it's a shorter word. It fits on our thumbnail pictures. So our RV community rally gathering is coming up in April, and it is in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to go to the Grand Ole Opry and have all this other excursions we can take. Signups for that, they always sell up. You have to be a member to go to these rallies, and you can sign up as of January 1st for the basic members, everybody who comes on. So make sure if you are interested, we're going to do 3 rallies this year for community members. We'd love to have you be a part. We'll announce all of the details of the others later, but the first one you can sign up on Wednesday. Susie Smith,
She's on the road of Roswell, New Mexico.
Roswell, New
Roswell.
Mexico. Watch out. They don't have any drones there. They got full-fledged UFOs there. So, Les Howard.
We have just purchased a Starlink Mini. Any advice?
Everybody is loving the Starlink Mini. I've heard just nothing but good things about it. Starlink, we've had Starlink for 4 years now, and it is our go-to internet connection. I would not travel without it. It just gets better and better and better. And there are times I have a really good connection here in the studio, gigabyte speeds, but really there's times when I think it's better in the RV using Starlink, and I've got some other equipment in there that blends in cell phones with it. But the Starlink Mini, which is really nice little piece of equipment, smaller, everybody loves them less. So very simple to use. You won't have any problem. Just follow the instructions. It's pretty much plug and play, not plug and pray. It works all the time. Van Goers. That's a great name.
Mm-hmm. Check out Chinook booth 670 at Tampa show and tell us what you think. We bought our Bayside twin bed in October from Nick at Sunshine State RV. He treated us right. I would be surprised if Nick didn't treat you right. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy, good friend. And yes, we are very, very interested in the Chinook.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say that. And we are planning to be there. That's going to be this 10 booths away from where we'll be doing our meet and greet. So, yep, we will be doing a review on the Chinook as well. So, but I'm glad to see it. Suzanne Weiss?
While at the Super Show, can you do reviews of the Alliance RVs? I have a 2024 Avenue 29 rear lounge and would like to hear updates for 2025.
We'll put it on the list, Suzanne. Yeah, I can't. People are sending us stuff they want us to see, and we're two people, so we'll do what we can.
Do.
The problem is it takes
where it's located.
It takes 20, 30 minutes to do a review, and on public days, there's usually a bunch of people that want to go in, and the salespeople don't like us hogging them for that. The only day we can do reviews without the public being involved is on Tuesday, Industry Day. And it's becoming more and more popular too, because they have let so many people who are YouTubers in. So, we've got several that we're going to do for sure that we know of, that we're planning, and we're going to do as many as others. So if you guys have stuff you want us to see, please send us the suggestions. We will do our best. No promises, but we'll do as many as we can. We're going to work real hard. We've even rented a golf cart so we can get around a little easier. So we will do it. We'll do our best if you send us what you want. And Suzanne, we'll put the Alliance on our list. So thank you. Martin Dow.
What are your thoughts on the new Honda 2025 RV at $50,000? Well,
when and if Martin, it ever becomes a production vehicle, I'll let you know. But best I can tell, it's a concept vehicle at this point. I looked at some specs on it, and I got to see one before I can say anything. We'll see. Honda makes a good,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be excellent.
Yeah, but I think I want to see it in production.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure, is that still concept, or is it in production? There's a lot of fake stuff going on about that, and the Kia and a couple of others out there. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to be at Tampa, which tells me they're not very serious about going for RVers, if that's it. Mary Brown.
I love my Starlink Mini. Game changer.
That's what everybody seems to be saying, Mary. So that's good.
I'm glad you have one.
Yeah. Paul Orlando.
Hi, all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
To you too, Paul. That's great. That's great to see you there. What else we've got? Okay. I guess are we about done?
It's time. Yeah.
We're about done. Okay. We are going to move this off of Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and all of the other platforms we're on. And we're going to go over now to the Afterglow. We'll shut down the studio, and you got to give us time to get upstairs to Jennifer's office, and we'll fire up and go on the RV community at that point. So thank you guys. We will see you. We will have an Ask Us Anything next Sunday night. We'll have a video review on a new RV on Wednesday, on Saturday on the YouTube channel, and our podcast, of course, on Wednesday. And we have a live stream on the community on Thursday, where we're going to share New Year's resolutions with other RVers. So lots of stuff coming this week. If you are a part of our community and you've not signed up for the new program, please do so there's no confusion. You won't miss a thing when we switch over. If you've not joined the community, please give it some thought. rvcommunity.com. We'd love to have you be a part of that, and I think you will enjoy it and have the best RV year yet. That's what our goal is for this community, for everybody who's a member. Thank you guys so much for being with us, not just tonight, but for the whole year, and just how supportive you are. You have made this a wonderful year for us, and I hope that we've been able to get you, keep you excited about RVing and help you along the way a little bit, and just hang out with you, either online or the many of you that we've met as we've traveled. You're awesome. We love you. Happy New Year. We'll see you down the line.
Happy trails.
Bye, everybody. See you on the Afterglow right after this.